Hi, everyone. We made it, Dawnese. We made it.
Yay!
Woo!
I see us.
I know we were so intent because it is leap day. Happy leap day, everyone. It is leap day, and we have such a massive announcement to make. And we were like at 29 after at 2:29 Pacific time, it's going to happen. And 2:29 came, and then we had the technology God said, nope, you get to wait an extra minute. So it's all good.
And we're here.
It's all, what's that, Dawnese?
And we're here now together.
And we're here now,
Yay.
and we're here now, and it is leap day. So as we know, we get an extra day. And so we have been very intentional, Dawnese, and I'm going to have you kind of talk about it a little bit, but we've been really intentional. We've been planning and working and working on an amazing program that we are ready to roll out called, drum roll, the Global Leadership Experience. God, we were saying it out loud and we're on live. So, Dawnese, tell everyone what the Global Leadership Experience is.
Oh, I'm so excited. The Global Leadership Experience is an opportunity for people to step into a transformational leadership experience that is life-changing. And what we create is an opportunity for people to step into their vision, to look at what is working in my life, what isn't working. Am I really living my vision? Do I have purpose and meaning in my life? And am I living into that? And if I'm not, this is a beautiful space in the global leadership experience where you get to see what is working and what's not working and create shifts, intentional, conscious shifts to create something different in your life so that you are living the life you really want to live and not just going through status quo, going through the motions of life, feeling oftentimes disconnected to what is happening around you and the people around you. To me, you know this, Tina, and many people who know me know this, is relationships are key. Relationships with the people around me, relationship with myself, that's where it starts.
Yeah, true
Because
story.
yeah, I'm the common denominator in every one of my relationships.
Isn't there a song about that?
I'm sure there probably is. And the beauty of it is in this transformational leadership space, it's really about stepping into your authentic power and creating and choosing, consciously choosing the life that you really want to live.
Right. What do you think holds people back from that? So if somebody's listening to this and they're like, what do you mean consciously choosing it? Like what holds people back from literally embodying who they are?
Great question. And that is, well, it's having that purpose, like really having a clear picture of what I want, because oftentimes in life, whether I have that clarity or I don't, oh gosh, there's lots of fears that come up. I think about the
Yeah.
fears that keep me from, even if I have that clear picture, there's something that stops me. And usually it's
Mhm.
fears, it's stories that I've told myself up until this moment in time that I can't do it for some reason, or someone's voice that
Mhm.
I've heard in my head, or something that is just keeping me stuck.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, it's so busy out there right now. There's so much going on with all the information that we have coming at us, what we consume. There's just so much energy and chaos going on right now in the world. And I think that sometimes we just tend to ride that chaos. We ride it and we ride it and we sit and we wonder why life's not working and why all the things are happening and why, why. And Dawnese and I have put together literally program where if you're in that space, where like, I think there's more, like, I feel like there's more, life isn't working exactly how I wanted it to work right now. This program is really a space for you to come. And there's three different parts of this program. So Dawnese, I would love for you to just talk about like what the different parts of this program are, because how many times do we go to a workshop or we go to a class or we read a book or whatever it is, and we walk away and we don't implement? And so the whole point of our program is that implementation. So tell them how that works.
Yeah, so the first part is inner works, and inner works is where we really do support you in getting clear on your vision and what is working in your life, really like lifting the hood up on your car and looking, yeah, what's working, what's not working, and where are my gaps? Like what's in the blind spots of my life that I'm not seeing yet because I'm walking through life unconsciously on autopilot. So we
Yeah.
start there and then we move
And
into
that's 3 days, right? Like 3 days
3 days.
online.
Yep, three
Yep.
days online. And then we move into quantum. And quantum is all the juicy things of life where we really get to see the blind spots and we get to release what those things are that aren't working. And there's a space in this training in these 4 days of quantum where you get to just have a clean slate. It's like wiping the slate clean. It's
So beautiful.
redesigning your life. And then you get to
Mhm.
choose what you want to put on the canvas of your life.
Yeah. Mm.
And such a powerful space. And then we walk into a roughly 3 month following those two trainings that is then integration. And I know, Tina, you and I feel really strongly about this. This is not just a leadership training that you're going to be in, that you're going to participate in. This is life changing. This is about integrating the things that you learn about yourself, about showing up as a team, about the things that are incorporated in the training, and it's integration into your real life, your
Yeah.
relationships, your work, your business, all the things.
Yeah. And it's called LEAP. We called it LEAP for a very specific reason. Leadership, excellence. And I'll let you finish the last
Yeah,
part.
through advanced practices.
Yes.
So, and
So
today
LEAP is
is
an
Leap
acronym.
Day.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So here's the thing. We know that it takes 4 months, right? Reading a book, going to a class, going to, a short-term thing doesn't always stick. And so our commitment is to create spaces where people can come and transform and it sticks. And so give us the dates. Where are the dates with this? I was going to write these dates down so I had them handy, and I know you have them handy, Donnie. So
Yeah,
when is
of
our first
course. So
round?
our first training, GLE1, begins on April 25th. Begins April 25th, and those are the 3 days of training. And then quantum is in May, May
Mhm.
20th through the 23rd. And then we have three different leaps, and those are in June, July, and August.
Yeah. And talk about what happens in between, because what happens in between these trainings, granted, they're spread out over several months, but what happens in between these trainings is really the added value, right? It's really the part that sticks with this training.
Absolutely. So this training, we really want you to be on this journey for the full 4 months to really create that long-lasting transformation in your life. And so in between all of these trainings, there are opportunities for coaching. You actually have access to a coach 24/7 for the 4 months you are in this training. Yeah, it's amazing. Like there's no other place outside of transformation that I know of in
Right.
transformational leadership where you
Mhm.
have that. And you also will have opportunities to connect with team members.
Yeah.
And you'll have opportunities to be supported in lots of different ways. And you get Tina and myself as a bonus. So, and the other thing too, Tina, I want to mention that's really important is yes, it's 4 months. Yes, even after that is supportive for that long-term transformation and really stepping into the life you want to lead and
Mhm.
live. And we have a beautiful collective on the back end. And anyone who's been in through a transformational leadership experience gets to be in this space of the collective wisdom and collective energy to create and support one another in that continued journey of being in my power and showing up as the leader I know I am. And that goes
Yeah.
for you, right? Like everyone who gets to participate there.
And that's so important because I mean, you go through something like this and I realized that I wasn't alone. I think before transformation, I always thought I was alone. Like I'm the only one that's this weird. I'm the only one that's doing this stuff.
Totally.
And then you go through transformation, you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. But to have a group of people, it's where I met you, Dawnese, right? Look at what we
Oh,
created out of it, right? So going through this and then having that back end support on an ongoing basis is really our vision and where we're going. And what I want to make sure, like, here's what people get hung up on sometimes when we say the word leader, when we say the word leadership. Here's the thing. We are all leaders. You do not have to have a leader title to come to this program. This is about self-leadership. This is about rising within. This is about taking yourself on and really taking a hard look at what's holding you back from what you say you really want to do and be. And so you don't like this is self-leadership. It's not like you have to have a leader title to come to this. I'm going to make sure that I put that out there.
Yes, and two, I even have people who say, well, what about this transformational piece? What does that
Mm,
even mean? And
yeah.
because there's some work in transformation that it's uncomfortable. And there are times in this training that you're going to be uncomfortable. Let's be honest. Like we're going to stretch you outside of your comfort zone because growth does not happen in your comfort zone. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. And know that we will hold you in a loving, safe space while we
Yes.
eventually nudge you out of the nest. Fly, fly.
Yeah.
In transformation, really, in this experience that we're creating, it is experiential learning. And I love what my friend Winnie McKenna shared with me yesterday is that, there's different learning styles. Some people are audio, some people are visual, some people are kinesthetic. And the beautiful thing about kinesthetic or this space of experiential learning, we are tapping into all the different learning styles through those experiences. And that's what we're creating in transformational leadership.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Online. It's all online. April 24, 25, and 26. Or is it 25, 26, and 27?
25, 26, and 27. All good. And the dates will be on the website that we will
Yeah,
also share here below.
absolutely. We're going to put a link down below, and we'll put the dates down below and all of that. I'm also going to put both, we will also both put our connection numbers on there. So if you want to schedule a call with us to talk a little bit more about it, if you have any questions or anything like that, please reach out to us. This is Dawnese, talk about your vision for this. This has been your vision, I think, probably since you were 3. And so I'd
I
love for you to just talk about that a little bit.
so leadership, literally, well, 14 at least, Tina. Thank you. So my father handed me Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People when I was 14. And I don't know what he was saying at the time and he doesn't remember. I just know how much that impacted me. And having a name like Dawnese, it really landed for me that I get to know people. I get to call them by name. I get to really be connected. And from that moment on, I stepped into every peer leadership opportunity. I even grew up my house, my childhood home looks across the valley at Stephen Covey's family ranch. I don't know if the Covey family still owns it, but it was so fun. And I stepped into all the leadership opportunities. I'm a certified not Bob, John Maxwell. I've done Bob Proctor
Bob
work.
Maxwell, his brother.
But certified with John Maxwell, I've been in coaching programs with Bob Proctor's programs, like, Dale Carnegie, like this is me creating the massive vision of all the breadcrumbs that I have seen throughout my life to lead me to this moment today. And I'm so happy, Tina, to share this space with you and all of the amazing people who we haven't needed to invite anyone to play with us.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just
true.
like,
Yeah.
you know what? Like, I want to come play.
Yeah.
They're coming because they feel the energy and the shift that we are creating. And what we are creating is ripples. We're creating transformation, massive ripples of transformation in the world. That's what we're up to. That's what we're up to, is creating this massive transformation for the global experience for people all over the world, because I committed as a transformational leader. I committed to creating a world that I want to live in, that I want my family to be in, that I want my children and my grandchildren to grow up in. I committed to that and I take that very seriously. And that's what we're creating. And we're creating these ripples as we teach people to embody who they really are, how you really show up in this world, and create that congruency that no matter where I'm at, I'm still a powerful leader. I am responsible for how I interact with people, that I'm responsible in my responses to people, whether it's the gate agent at the airport when my flight is canceled, my spouse, my
Okay.
children, anyone around me.
Yeah. Leadership, right?
Leadership.
Yeah, we get to stand in it. We get to show up in it. We get to embody it. And I know for me, I'd always been through all these leadership classes, right? And I didn't really get that embodiment piece, like consistently embodying it. And so that's what we get to create. We get to really create safe space for people to really explore who it is that they get to be and declare who it is they get to be, and then support them to actually create that. So definitely a lifelong dream of mine as well. And yeah, us here today on Leap Day, putting this out into the universe is not a coincidence at all, at all. It gets to be an explosion out into the world, and we all get to work together. Like we're all in this together, and that's the beautiful piece of it. So Global Leadership Experience, there's a reason behind that name. There's intention behind that name because it is experiential. It is constantly embodying who it is that we get to be. And so we get to create that. So if you have any questions, let us know. Call us. Any last parting details, Dawnese, that we're forgetting? Probably because we're both promoters. But
This really is a space where people get to create the authentic version of you. What is it? Radical authenticity.
Radical authenticity.
Radical authenticity. So that you, that
Mhm.
that I know I've learned through this space of transformational leadership. I've learned to be authentic, to show up in my power means that I am being authentic, I'm being honest, I'm being open, I'm being transparent, I'm being inspiring all at the same time. And so it's really about that being, and being authentic means to be true to who I am, be aligned with my core values of my life, and live in the space in my life and all the people around me that feels really good.
It does. And I want us to imagine a world right now, where everyone was safe to do that, safe and able, because not everybody knows and understands and has the capacity to be able to do that. So we get to create that together. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, let us know. But know that you're going to be hearing a lot about this as time goes on. So we will be back.
Bye for now.
All right, everyone. Bye.